Hello everyone, welcome to Downtown Tailoring. Today's video has been long requested. We are going to replace the zipper on a pair of jeans. And I have to admit that I've been delaying it for some time just because I do it in the opposite way than everybody else's. But I promise you, great results. So you can let me know in the comment, it's okay, I can handle that you don't do it this way. So let's go. If you like this video, please give it a like and subscribe. These are the jeans that I need to replace the zipper. Usually when I'm going to start this job, I always check everything just in case I don't want to open a zipper that is good. And in this case, for example, I noticed that all the teeth in this zipper are okay. The zipper is pretty much missing the slider, probably because it missed the top stop. In theory, I could just open the bottom stop and then insert a new slider from there, and it should be okay. But sometimes the new button stop that I'm gonna put is a little bit less strong than the original slider. So if the customer managed to lose the slider, he will probably manage to lose the top button. And then we will have to go back and forth, back and forth. I will lose the credibility with the customer. Probably I will have even to give his money back. And it's just a reputation damage, a problem. So just replace the zipper. Just do it. Believe me. If the pants are yours, you can try first. But you don't want to have an accident as well in the street. Better be safe than sorry. And no sorry. As you might see, we have to remove the old zipper. So I'm gonna start by removing a little bit of the waistband, then I'll go to the zipper until I have the whole side open. There is this part of the tacking that is a little bit more delicate and difficult to open. You just go do, and then you have to open your pants until the zipper is attached. So whatever is covering the zipper, you have to open. I'm just telling you because sometimes I've seen that a lot of people even the zipper just to not open the whole thing. In my case, I told you before, that's my way. I open everything like a lot. This band specifically, they search together the zipper and the flap, and usually this is not common. We are going to change this finish with the traditional one with the center front of the pant and the flap searched separately, and then the zipper goes in between like a sandwich. This is the way I think I prefer to do it, just because if you need to replace the zipper again, it will be just easier. But you know, that's not really an important detail. You do whatever you prefer. And my zipper is completely removed. Now I'm gonna work in the installing the new one. First, I'm gonna start by marking the length of my new zipper. This is very important. Then, because I haven't opened my J, I call it J because this top stitch formed like a J. I think that working with the J is one of the crucial part of replacing a zipper. The J secured the flap that at the same time is hiding the zipper. You know, I just try to not open the whole waistband until the corner just because I don't want to move my key points. That's what I call. So when I sew, everything will be all together. And I'm gonna clean all the threads so the job will look nicer. When I have the whole zipper, I usually keep it, because if the customer says, oh, you didn't change it, I can show them their zipper. That happens sometimes. In this case, very particular, I'm obliged to go to my serger machine and search that again. This time, I'm gonna search it separate, as I said before, and usually you don't have to do this step. As the zipper is on the front, you really want to get a really good thread, and that sometimes is very tricky. I have, for example, here two threads that are in between the original color. So because I don't know exactly how they are going to look, I'm going to stitch in the waistband to properly compare how each one it will look. And I see both of them are not really good. So I'm gonna kind of mix thread a little bit. I will take the best one and take what it needs, like a pinkish tone. And then I'm gonna put them together, and this time is very good. I'm going to remove those stitches because I might forget. The thread very often is very difficult to match, and it's because it's not just a matter of the color, it's as well due the pre-wash process that makes that the jeans thread color changes and doesn't change altogether. It changes in some part and not in another part. So it reflects different color that you cannot really see with the naked eyes. Like I saw just too many at the same time. Your brain just put just one. And that's the trick. Like you have to find that mix and then use it. It's tricky, so don't beat yourself too much trying to find the color, okay? Sometimes after a few washes, the new thread you are using as well, it will become in the same way, but not always, because not all thread gets stained. So just keep that in mind. When I sew the zipper, usually I do the opposite of my colleagues. I start by sewing the zipper with the side of the J. So I make sure two things. One is the length of the zipper, and I make sure as well to not put it in the opposite way, like turn it in the opposite way. Believe me, I've done that. And when I sew the zipper, I try to see the old stitches, and I go and then I place the zipper in the old stitches. If you don't have them, it's okay. You just need to be sure that the zipper will be covered with the whole flap, and that's it. Today I'm gonna use the zipper foot. If you have like a slim foot like this one, you can get away with it, so that way you don't have to change foot in between. It's probably easier, but you know, why do easier if you can do it difficult, right? Let's just change the foot every time we need. So I'm gonna make 2 stitches to secure this part of the zipper. I'm gonna sew very close to the zipper, but not really so close. Like the zipper usually have a kind of mark that I follow. And then after, I do a second row of stitch that is closer to the edge of the thread. And I can see that the thread is not that great. So I will just adjust the tension so the 2 strands of thread can work better. Then my next step is to pin away the portion of the zipper that is not sewn. It's because I'm gonna do the J and I don't want that portion to get in the way, because that belongs to the other part of the pants. I like to pin the J so when I sew it doesn't move too much. Usually people just sew it and they do it very well, but in my case I really need to pin it. So I'm gonna sew my J. Usually I sew up to down. This is what you call directional sewing. I'm going to follow the original stitch. That's the most important. Just go very slow in the curve to achieve a very natural and nice look. And now I'm gonna use the width of the foot to make sure that the second stitch will be parallel. Now this thread, I usually don't cut it. You can cut it, but you just don't want to have too many thread ends in the way, and usually pull it to the other side. So when that is done, I close the button and then I accommodate everything so it's all flat and nice, because I'm gonna pin my zipper to the other side with the flap. I just need one point, and this point will serve me as a guide, and then I can pin it all around and then sew it. You could have done the top part of the pants first and the flap. It's totally up to you. When the zipper is all done, then I'm gonna close the zipper, but not all the way up, because I'm gonna cut now this part, and this is very dangerous. But I need to do that now because I want to accommodate it inside of the waistband, so it's everything all flat, and then I can pin everything in a better way. And I'm gonna top stitch this part, and then I'm gonna top stitch my waistband. You can remove all the teeth that are going inside the waistband to make it easy, but you don't really need to do that. You just need to go very slow by hand and do a back stitch when you are going over the zipper. You cannot just run, and so you just have to go very slow there, and you will be okay. Then is the time of the other side. Cut the zipper. Be very careful when you are cutting the zipper. I always try to go in between the teeth. And then you make sure that everything is going good, and then you just redo your waistband. Now we are going to finish closing the front part in the center crotch, and for that I'm gonna put a pin, and then I will just go and top stitch the same way it was. You start topping and then you go a little bit upper. This is why it's so important to place the zipper in the right position, because you don't want to go over the zipper. And then after, just the last stacking, so they are both together in the same point, and my zipper is all done. As you can see, it looks fantastic inside and out. I have my old zipper just in case, and it's all looking good. Please let me know in the comments if you are willing to try this way, or if you just think that I prefer mine.
So did you fix it or replace it?
If you find this video useful, please give us a like, and don't forget to subscribe, share, comment. Bye!